Yarny friends, this is Stephanie of Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Thank you for joining me today for episode number 91. This is a crochet podcast where I take you on my yarny adventure in hopes that you find some sort of inspiration. So grab your favorite beverage, prop those feet up because you deserve to, and enjoy it to share. So I want to thank my returning viewers. Thank you for joining me once again. Any newer subscribers, thank you for joining me. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed and you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Also down below, you're going to see my link to my Facebook page. Currently, I only have one crochet along happening, or make along, is the Attack of the Amigurumi 2023. This is my third year doing it. And basically, every month I pick a different theme of amigurumi to make. And then everybody makes it and gets entered into a drawing to win a prize every month. And then if you're entered, if you make an amigurumi every single month, at the end of the year, I put everyone that participated every single month into a drawing and they win a grand prize. So if you're new, don't forget to go ahead and check that out. What have I been working on? Well, I even contemplated doing a video today because I haven't worked on much. It's been a very rough week, I will be honest with you. And I have some deadlines set now, like for the baby set that I got to do. There's a deadline now, so I've been vigorously working on that. There's a deadline on my friend's blanket. And yeah, so I've been working on basically the same two projects with an occasional third one. I have nothing finished today. That's okay. Can't have it finished every single time, right? Right. So this episode probably isn't going to be as long as they usually are, simply because I only have 3 things to share with you guys. But I'm going to share them anyways, right? So, the first project that I really need to get done is my baby blanket. This is going to be a set. Look at this. I just love this color combination. There's my stitch marker from the last time I worked on it. So I got quite a bit for the amount of time that I get to crochet. This is quite a bit of progress. And for anybody that's new, I get about 2 hours of crochet time at max a day. And it's usually once my daughter goes to bed and I have everything done for the day I need to do. And then once that's all done, I get to sit down and crochet for a little bit. So I don't get a whole lot of time. Sometimes I get some crochet days with my local yarny friend, but other than that, during the week, I don't get a whole lot of crochet time. And I love crocheting, but I just doesn't happen for me, and that's okay. I make do with what I got. So anyways, this blanket here, so the pattern I'm using is from Daisy Farm Crafts. And I'm using this striping, I'm using the pattern and the striping idea that she has. It'll be linked down below. It's a gray, dark green, and white striped blanket. I had these 3 colors I knew I wanted to make the set out of, well, the blanket out of. And I wanted to, I first was going to do like 3 large stripes, one of each color. The green, the brown, and this linen color. But then I was like, oh, I don't know. I think I want to have it more interesting. So I went through her website because I like some of the striping ideas that she has. And I get inspiration from it. And I got inspiration from the one that I'll link down below. I got inspiration from it. So I was like, I'm going to do that with these 3 colors. And that's how I come up with this. I really got to focus on this. There's a baby shower at the end of March. So I got to have this done. She's doing a cowboy theme. So she asked that I make little cowboy boots and hat and a little vest, which I have the boots done, but I was going to try and save it and show it to you guys on the No Filter Fibercast that I do with Crochet Creations by Christy. Her and I have a baby make along, and we like to share the things on there as well too. So I have projects on there that you guys don't get to see on here until it's finished. So I was trying to save those little cowboy boots for that episode. So we'll see. Me and Christy going to talk and see when we're going to do our next episode. So we shall see and go from there. I do have the cowboy hat started, not finished. I got to get it finished. And then the vest. And then I want to do this blanket. And then I'm going to see what else I can work up and be done with before the baby shower. So that is the plan. It seems realistic and doable. So I'd like to have a little sweater for him as well too. But we'll see. I don't want to overextend myself because I got some other things I got to do too. So, but this one here, like I said, I love this color combination. It is gorgeous. I might have to do another blanket with this color combo because I really like it. The yarn I'm using for this is I Love This Yarn. This is I Love This Yarn print. It's this really pretty heathered brown color. It's called Desert Dust. And this is smaller skein than the solid colors. It's 252 yards, 100% acrylic, and a 4 medium. So there's that. And then I Love This Yarn in regular colors, which has one of my hairs on it. My hair is all over everything. It is 355 yards for the solid colors. This is clover, and this is linen. So those 3 colors are making up the baby blanket, and I love this color combo. Just love it. So that is a priority. And the other thing that I've been working on is living in this back here. This is my Attack of the Amigurumi 2023 for February. This month's theme is an animal that is pink. And that could be any animal, bears, tigers, foxes, whatever animal that you want to make as long as it's pink. This does not include like insects and bugs and stuff like that. So any animal as long as it's pink. So I started a white tiger, but it's pink. Not a whole lot of progress. Don't get excited. My goal is to have, for 2023, my goal is to have the amigurumi done for the end of the month. 2022, I missed a few months because I fell behind. Well, that's okay. But my goal for 2023 is to not fall behind, have it done by the end of the month. I started off very well for January. I had it done with a couple days to spare. And we're almost mid-month, and it's a short month. And I got my babies have to do. I'm going to try really hard. But I share with you guys that I had 1 paw done. Well, now I have 2 paws done. That's it. That is all. 2 paws done. I unravel because I have to sew it in. 2 paws done. And I'm doing gray striping. So it's a pink tiger with gray stripes. I think it's going to be stinky cute when it's done. I'm very excited about it. But like I said, I have a lot of stuff going on. But I'm going to try really hard. I really, really do want to try really hard. So I have 2 paws done. So that's progress, right? It's small progress, but it's progress. And the yarn I'm using, it's a sad little skein here. It's Big Twist value. It's 100% acrylic, 4 medium. And there is 380 yards. This is the color Light Rose. And I just love this pink. I don't have a whole lot of pink, but I love this like dusty pink color. And then for the stripes, I'm using I Love This Yarn and Graybeard. So these 2 colors are making up my little tiger. Like I said, slow progress, but it's progress. So the pattern I'm doing, it's in black and white. So don't get excited about that either. Look how cute that is. Isn't he just the cutest? This is a paid-for pattern off of Etsy, I believe. I can't remember. I'll be sure to link the pattern down below. It's called White Tiger by Dan Art. Now, the difference is, I got yarn fuzz in my eye. The difference is between mine and this one. This one used that really plush, soft, velvety-like yarn, I think. And I don't know what thickness it is. It's not a yarn I've ever used. They use Yarn Art Dolce. D-O-L-C-E. That's the yarn they use for this guy. And he's turning, if you follow that, just like that, I think he turned out 12.5 inches. Well, like I said, I don't have a whole lot of pink yarn. So I'm holding 2 strands together. And I know for those that have been following me for a while, I've said time and time again how much it hurts my hands when I'm using two strands of 4 weight yarn together. But yet I continue to do it. But I didn't want him to be small if I just used one. I don't want to be tiny. I like bigger amigurumi. So like the huggable amigurumi. I like the bigger amigurumi. So I decided to hold 2 strands together. Now with the big twist, it's not so bad. Now before I held together, I think it was Impeccable, and that really hurt my hands. It's also a stiffer yarn. But holding the big twist, I mean, I could definitely tell on my hands, but it's not as bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting used to it. I don't know. But I got some Dunkin' today because, well, one, I love Dunkin', and I was out running errands not too long ago, and I had a free coffee on my app, so I got a free coffee. And anyways, a little side note there. So, yes, I'm holding 2 strands together. I didn't have this thick, bulky, I think it's a bulky yarn. I'm not sure. And I don't know what I get, but I get what I get at the end. I'm glad I picked the colors I'm choosing. I think he's going to be super cute when it's done. We'll see what happens, right? So, this is a crazy, it's a very large amount of papers for this pattern, but she does do a lot of pictures in here as well too. So very, very detailed pattern like that. And the other project that got my attention that I really, really need to focus on, because me and the girls were talking about this, and we were looking at my timeline, and they gave me the things I need to do every single month to get this project completed, and I got to get a move on it, and I got to babysit. I got to get moving, and it's living in this bag. So if you guys are familiar with it, you already know what it is. It is my friend's blankets, my next square, and I'm gonna have to, next time I record, I'm gonna have to bring up the other 2 squares so you guys can see the other 2 squares, because you haven't seen the first square in a while. But this pattern is by Chaos and Chop Suey. This is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry. I got my next square done. Or not done. I lied. I wish. I got it started, not done. My goodness. Now, it's not as bad as it looks, okay? Now, I don't have a lot started on this, but I had to redo it twice because I messed up. And you're not going to see much because it's like all bobbins. This tiny little square down here, yep, that little one right there, that's it. That's the start of it. This little tiny thing here. Yeah. This, if you can't tell, is, and if you watch Friends, you may recognize this already, is the picture frame that's around on the back of the door of the apartment. So with the purple door. So now this pattern, she gives the squares, like there's extra squares in there. You can make all the squares and make a humongous blanket, or you can pick and choose your squares. I'm picking and choosing my squares right now because I'm on borrowed time and I need to have this done for my local fair that I want to enter it in. And yeah, I gotta get a move on it. I only have 2 squares done. So it's the start of it. It would be further along if I didn't have to restart it, but I did. So let's talk about the yarn. I love this yarn, and I mentioned before in my other videos is she lists in the pattern the colors you need for I love this yarn. But she also lists Red Heart as a substitution. So where was I going? And then she also lists a DK yarn as well too. I can't remember. Stylecraft DK maybe? But I love the fact that she lists it. Then I don't have to search and search for the right purple. Like, and overthink it, because I'm an overthinker. So she tells me, and I just get it. I like that. So the yarn I'm using for the purple is this is all I love this yarn. And this is the colorway Amethyst. And then for the frame is yellow and sun gold. Those 3 colors, and then I need a little bit of black for the peephole on the door. So I have my black in here too, but I really just need a little bit. Now, where was I going to say? Oh my goodness. This is a rough episode. What was I going to say? I'm drawing a blank. I don't remember. I was going to say something about the yarn. But I don't remember what it is. I don't know. But about the black. So the pattern is worked up in mini corner to corner. So what that is, it's a chain 2 half double crochets instead of your regular corner to corner, which is chain 3 double crochets. And so it's a mini, and I just need 1 mini square to be black. So I just need a little bit. That's it. So I don't need a whole lot of black. Now, I have a separate notebook that I am keeping track of all this. And I'm purchasing the yarn as I do a square. So here, probably within the next week or 2, I got to see when Hobby Lobby's yarn is on sale. And I'm going to pick out my next square and go ahead and purchase that. That way, when I'm done with this square, I can go ahead and get started on the next square. But I'm also keeping track of the yarn I'm purchasing because I want to see how much it's going to cost me in the end. And I'm interested to see that. It's probably not going to be cheap, but I'm interested to see it. Now, like I said, you can always substitute for any yarn, 4-weight yarn that you have in your stash to get as close to the color. But I just like it laid out for me, the simplicity, and I don't have to try and find the right shades of whatever I need. I just like that. And I love this yarn a lot. I like it for blankets and amigurumi. So I also want to increase my I love this yarn stash with more color options. So I was looking at that as well too. But I don't have to buy all the colors because I already have some other colors like the sun gold. The sun gold I actually purchased for the last square. I needed just a little bit, so I didn't need to purchase it for this square. And if I already had that color and I love this yarn, I didn't buy it. I just bought what I need. So I only buy it on sale. And I did the math for the first square, which was the couch. And I had bought 5 skeins of yarn at $3.50 each, which equals $17.50. I didn't do the math for the second square, which is the Thanksgiving square, which is the turkey. Ironically enough, last night, so I always have Friends on when I lay down for bed because I have to have the TV on when I go to sleep. And I always have the same channel, and it's Friends on at that time, and it plays till late in the night. Ironically, the episode that was on last night is the one with that turkey in it. Just crazy. I thought it was funny. And I have purchased the four skeins of yarn for that square. At $3.50 each. I didn't do the math. Because yeah, I'm not mathing right now. $14? $14, does that sound right? I'll math it later. But this square, I purchased 3. So I had to buy the amethyst, the yellow, and I actually bought the black, but I didn't buy the black just solely for this square. I bought it for something else as well too, but I added it here because when I bought these colors, I bought the black for this and some of other parts of the blanket as well too. So if this makes any sense. So yes, square 3 is now on the hooks, moving along ever so slowly, but I have to have it done. I missed last year's deadline because what did I make for last year? I don't remember what blanket I was going to make for last year. Anyways, I was going to enter one of my blankets into the local fair. And in years past, when you entered something into the fair, you just had to take it because Sunday is like free day. And you can get in for free and parking's free and stuff. And then you just drop your stuff off then. And then I think it gets judged the next day. Well, last year, I was looking into like all the different categories and found out it had to be turned in. I think it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks before the fair started. And I was like, so I missed it because it was like 2 days later. So it's like July 30th or 31st, whatever that Sunday, last Sunday in July is. That's when the fair starts. And it's for 1 whole week. So I basically have to do 2 squares a month to get this done in time and get it assembled together, put a border on it. It's a lot of work. I'm already on crunch time. Like, I gotta get a move on it. And I got a baby set that I'm doing too. So, busy. It's okay. Things are fine. It's going to be okay. I'm going to keep trying. And you know what? If I don't get it done, so be it. It's not the end of the world. I just really want to try to. So I'm going to try really, really hard to do that. That's all I have to share. I really wanted to work on my knitted hat. And I might do that today during the Super Bowl. So, because it's something easy, I just need to keep knitting, I think for another inch. And then go ahead and stitch it close. So I might get that out because it's easy to watch. It's something easy to work on while I'm watching the Super Bowl. Or I might work on this baby blanket. I don't know. I need to do something easy though. I don't want to. Usually my concentrative things happen once my daughter goes to bed. The things I have to read the patterns for because I get interrupted so much. There's no way I can focus on stuff like that. So I think that's all I had to share. I did a lot of rambling this episode. But yeah, that's all I have to share. I thought there was something else, but no, that's it. So I hope you all have a fabulous week. And remember to keep that yarn running through those fingers. Remember to keep that yarn running through those fingers. I'll talk to you later. Bye.